also different colors available, which we told you before. There's also another mint green. We can see here special features like 4K movie recording, Android as OS. Then we have a 20.7 megapixel camera, 2.5 gigahertz quad-core SoC, IP65 and IP68 certification, and we get a 5.2-inch Full HD screen. Sony means they don't have to put in a QHD display prior to the long life battery, because although the new Sony Xperia C3 is slimmer than the previous Sony Xperia C2, they have built in a 3100 milliamp hours battery, which should provide a very good battery life and with some software enhancements and so on. But let's have a look inside the box now. First of all, we can see here the smartphone, and then we have a sticker here which says that this is a sample unit and the content may vary by the country or provider where you get the Sony Xperia C3. So probably you will have also a headset or maybe also a docking station into your box content. Here we only have a micro USB cable, a charging a wall charger, and also some manuals. So nothing special inside the box, but we want to have a look now more on the Sony Xperia C3, which we have here. As you can see, it just looks great. It just looks better in comparison to the older Sony Xperia C2 with this new more rounded edge or frame here around the device. It's also more comfortable to hold. It also got a bit thinner, as we told you, with about 7.3 millimeters. We have the Sony Xperia C2 here, and as you can see, it looks slimmer. It's not kind of a blue on the edge here, and then also black in the front, and just looks more elegant here in the Sony Xperia C2, and really like that. Also here, let's go around the ports. On the right side or on the left side, we can see the micro USB port. Then we have this magnetic docking port, and then we have here a hole that you can put a leash inside. Then we have here the audio connector and the microphone. So this one is not covered by a cover, so it's still water resistant, which is quite great. And we also have here then the micro SD slot and the micro SIM slot under this cover. As you can see here, it's also quite easy to open when you know where you have to open it. And then we got here the standby button, we got the volume rocker, and we also got here the dedicated camera button. So that's it. On the bottom is nothing, but here in the front we have the two front-facing speakers again. We have a 2.2 megapixel camera and the 5.2-inch Full HD display. They also changed the display. It's still an IPS panel with the triluminous technology, but this one should come with a really high display brightness, so it should be very good for reading content outdoors. And as we can see now, the display looks quite good, also viewing angles, color saturation, and so on. But we will give you more details about that in the upcoming full review of the Sony Xperia C3. For now, what we can see here also is that the software is very fast. So it's the latest version Android KitKat. We're going to the settings, about the phone, and we can see here Android 4.4.4, so it's the latest version. We should see also an update to Android L or Android line. So hopefully it will be available soon when Android 5.0 will be available. But for now, it just looks great here, and the performance is quite good. And I think also when you're playing games and so on, shouldn't be a problem with this high-end SoC inside the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801. They're not using the latest, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 805. There are just a few devices which are using the newer SoC. So I don't know why Sony didn't have built in the Qualcomm Snapdragon 805, because the changes from, or the differences between the Sony Xperia C3 and the Sony Xperia C2 are at the box. So we can see here the white color of the Sony Xperia C3, which we got here. On the back there are the other colors which are available, and the most important specs which we told you before already. So let's have a look inside the box. We can see here the smaller Sony Xperia C3. I'm gonna get out of the plastic here and just get rid of the display foil. But we can also see here that this is just a sample unit from Sony, and the content may vary by different chargers, or probably also headset and docking station, because in this box we only got here a micro USB cable and also a wall charger, as well as some manuals. But probably you will have more inside your box. Just have a look at the informations which we got when you're buying the device. There should be some more informations on that. And now we want to have a look on the Sony Xperia C3. We already have made an hands-on with the Sony Xperia C3 Compact here. But now we got it here. We really like the size, so it's very compact, it's very great to hold in your hand, although the edges are not surrounded as they are on the iPhone 6. We're also going to bring out a comparison between the Sony Xperia C3 Compact and the iPhone 6, because in my opinion, and in the opinion of some readers, this is one of the best competitors to the iPhone 6, because we also got this 4.6-inch screen, not 4.7, but 4. What is better probably on the Sony Xperia C3 Compact in comparison to the iPhone 6 is the battery, because this one has a 2600 mAh battery inside, which is really big for such a small device, and also here for just an HD resolution. So in overall, this should run very long here with one charge. As you can see here, the OS is very fast, so you can see here we have the latest version and everything just pops up immediately. So we can see here Android 4.4, and we also have here now the front-facing speakers, a 2.2 megapixel camera on the upper side here. Then we have, as we already said here, not a metal frame anymore, so it's plastic. It does not feel as solid as it did on a Sony Xperia C1 Compact, but it's still okay. Probably they have done it just for the weight, because it only weighs 129 grams now. So that's the same weight what the iPhone 6 has. And then also here we have the magnetic docking charger or charging connector. Then under this cover we got here a micro SD slot as well as a micro USB port to charge the device. Here we have another cover with the micro SIM slot, so you can put it in here. And on the other side, oh, there's no port, sorry for that. But here we have the audio port on the top as well as another microphone here. And here we got the most important buttons like the standby button, the volume rocker, and also the dedicated camera button. So here on the back we still have the 20.7 megapixel camera and the LED flash. So that's it. So a lot of things which are here on the Sony Xperia C3 Compact